Hi folks, welcome to another board review. This time we've got the spanking new number 4 from Channel Islands. So this is basically number 4 of a concept series of boards. This is the one that Dane chose to ride leading up to the 2012 Open. Quite a unique board because it's almost a contradiction. It's designed for pretty average, typical UK surf. It would be ideal for UK typical surf, but it's designed for average conditions, but yet it's got quite a lot of rocker in both the nose and the tail. So we're going to talk you through kind of why it's been designed like that and how it's going to work, how it's going to help your performance surfing in pretty average waves. It's going to be suitable for a few different types of surfers in terms of ability, but we'll start off first with the outline plan shape. Beautiful, nice, constant curve Merrick template that we're used to seeing. More width, widest point's fairly central on the board, and then as we get down towards the tail, that constant curve goes into quite a curved double bump, and you can see beautiful round wide squash tail right at the end, and these bumps really close towards the tail. That's quite rare. We're normally used to seeing that kind of bump being up in this area here, almost in line with or in front of the fins, to aid release, etc., to have like a definite release point. These bumps are much further back through the tail, and what that's doing, that's maintaining the width of the board further back, which is going to give you more float, more drive, and help you maximise weaker conditions. So this board, in essence, is designed to basically keep its speed up, float over flat sections. They haven't predominantly designed the outline to be super manoeuvrable. There's other things, other elements of the board that's going to help with that manoeuvrability. Essentially, nice and domey, nice and wide, maintaining its float and volume through the central section of the board, and losing that gradually, but at nowhere does that kind of lack of volume become severe. It's nice and constant through the rails as it is through the template as well, going into a relatively wide tail block, something we've seen more of on these more kind of performance boards for average surf. So as I said, the fourth board in a line of 4 concept boards, and this is the one Dane chose, so that's probably why we're seeing the rocker in the nose and tail. So we'll look at the rockers next. Plenty of flip in the nose. It does flatten out, but it takes a while to flatten out. This kind of area onwards is nice and flat. That flip's just going to help you not just take off in small hollow waves, but it's also going to allow you, when you're doing wrap round cutbacks, it's keeping the nose out of the way, out of the equation, so you're not bogging rails and getting hung up. With the tail, a fair amount of tail flip for a board that we're riding in average surf, and that is where this board kind of will come into its own. Small, rampy, hollow surf, it's going to really allow the board to fit tight in the pocket for tight cutbacks, but it's also going to allow you to turn off the bottom, come vertically back up, and surf average surf as if you're on a high performance short board with a lot more speed than you've actually got. The width is going to equal the speed, and the drive, and the ability to actually be able to turn the board with that much rocker is what's going to keep it manoeuvrable. There's other things that are going to aid that as well. If you look down the board from the top, pretty much standard what we're used to seeing in grovel boards. If we flip it around underneath, it's a very different story. This style of board we're used to seeing a deep single concave, which is just going to get you up and going fast. It's going to get air under the board, it's going to get water flowing under the board, and basically get you going as fast as possible.